Hello, I'm Bose. Welcome to my channel, Learningbuildslife, and today we're going to talk about an Olympiad standard question on physics, and on the topic of light and image. I'm going to read the question before we can begin, but the question that we're going to discuss about today is a special kind of a question called assertion reasoning type question. In an assertion reasoning type question, there will be two statements. One statement that is assertion, that is a declaring sentence, and the second sentence or statement is going to be an explanation of the declaration, that is the reason. So here we can say there are two statements. There is assertion that we have denoted here as A, and reason as we are denoting here as R. And in assertion reasoning type questions, there will be a few options given. So the options given here, I'm going to explain them now. Here, the first option is both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. This means that the reason, that is R, is correct because it is true, exclusively true, and also the assertion is true. And in this case, we have the reason that is totally related to A, and it is the correct explanation. In the second option, we have both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. In this case, A and R are exclusively true, but R is not in any way related to A, or its explanation is not correct. So this option means that. In the next option, we can see A is true, but R is false. In this case, A is true and R is completely false in any way. And in the last option we have A is false, but R is true. That means the assertion is wrong, but the reason is true. Now, we can move on to our question given here. So let us first read the assertion. Assertion A. Image formed by a plane mirror is always virtual and erect. I've talked about the type of images formed by a plane mirror in my previous episode, so you can go back and watch that for a refresher, and then you can come back and watch this episode. So we know that image formed by a plane mirror is always virtual and erect. This statement is completely true, so I'm putting a tick over here. Now we need to look at the reason. Now, as I say, the reason was supposed to be a statement, but in this case, the reason is a diagram, but no problem. But now we need to study this diagram very well. See, in this diagram, an object can never produce any reflective rays, and once rays hit a plane mirror at any kind of surface, it cannot release any kind of incident rays. It must release reflected rays. So if these two labelings were interchanged, then the diagram would become correct. But here we can say it is not correct. So that means R is false here. We stop here itself. We don't have to think anymore because since R is not correct, it's wrong, we don't have to go anymore and think about whether R is having any relation with A because R anyway is a false diagram. In this case, it's a diagram, but if in normal cases it would be a statement, it's a false statement. So from our options, since I explained that A is true, that means A is completely correct. When R is false, it means R is completely wrong. This is the option that we have to choose over here based on the explanation. So option C is correct. So now I'm giving you a few moments to look at the question and understand why the option I ticked was correct, to enhance your concept. Hope you enjoyed solving this problem with me, and please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.